Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are doing well. This video is going to be different than any other video that I've ever done, but I asked you guys if you wanted to see a video on this subject and I got a resounding yes on my Instagram story, so it's gonna happen. In this video I'm going to talk about an ex-best friend that I had who was very toxic and what I learned from that toxic relationship and how I've moved on and grown from it. I am hoping that if any one of you guys also have a toxic person in your life and maybe you don't even realize it, my story may help you to realize it or may encourage you to move on and to let that person go because that person is not helping you in any way. So I'm going to change names. We're not going to call her by her real name. We're going to call her Karen. So I was friends with Karen for 8 years, and when we first became friends, we were the best of friends. Like seriously, we got along so well. Everything was great. And then I think about halfway through, it just got toxic real quick. But it took me a very long time to notice or to even realize, and it wasn't until I moved to another city that I realized, oh crap, you are a toxic person. I'm gonna leave the big details out, but what had happened was Karen is the type of person who's sarcastic, who has like a sense of humor, but it's a rude sense of humor, so she makes other people laugh by bringing down other people. She speaks her mind. She's honestly bluntly honest, blunt and honest. Her opinion is the only opinion that matters. It's her way or the highway. You are always wrong. She is always right. If she did something wrong, she might apologize, but she doesn't mean it. Looking back, I realized that she was manipulative, and I don't even know if she was trying to be manipulative, but she definitely was. And I allowed her to treat me that way for so long because when we first met, I was super insecure, and that insecurity kind of stuck with me until, you know, eventually, like as you get older, the insecurity kind of just falls off and you realize you really gotta love yourself, and you gotta love these qualities about yourself that some people may not like, but you are gonna find some people that do like them. Like I'm loud and quirky and awkward and weird and goofy. Some people don't like that and they berate and they will try to degrade you or degrade me for that, but there's other people that really do like that, and so you have to surround yourself with those good people. When I was friends with Karen, I didn't surround myself with those people because I truly believed that she was the only person who would like me, and that was all part of her tactic. I don't know if she was doing this on purpose, but this is what she did anyway. This is what toxic people do. They need to have you in the palm of their hands, okay? I'm not kidding. You have to be right here. You have to eat whatever they say up. And they feel like on the inside, they view themselves as down here. And everyone else who is their friend that they, quote, care about needs to be down here too. And if for any reason you start to flourish and grow and maybe mature a little bit, maybe you get a promotion, they're gonna be like, and bring you right back down and be like, no, you belong down here with me. Don't you remember? Here, see this insecurity? You're loud. People think you're annoying. You have to be the center of attention. You have to have guys flirt with you. Bitch, I've been with the same man for 7 years. What is you talking about? Moving on. You're loud because you're insecure. You're annoying and no one likes you. No one wants to hang out with you when you get drunk because you're so annoying and obnoxious. You think you're funny, but you're not. The thing is, the reason why that stuff actually works and the reason why I ate what she was giving me out of the palm of her hand is because there's some truth to that. Especially when we first became friends, I was very insecure. And I would get loud in front of groups of people because I'd get nervous. And I would just be like, make them laugh, and it would be obnoxious. So there would be like tiny little seeds and tidbits of truth to what she was saying, and she would use that to bring me back down. But then again, something would happen and I would begin to grow and maybe mature and not worry about what people thought about me and not be loud because I wasn't trying to get people's attention or make them laugh or whatever. Maybe, you know, I was growing up and maturing, and she would be like, nope, you're annoying, no one likes you. She needed to control me, and that sounds weird because like looking back on the friendship, she wasn't like controlling what I ate or who I talked to. It was controlling in the sense that she needed me to think that she was the only one who loved me or would like me or would be my friend. She needed me to think that I needed her, and that's what I mean by control. She would remind me of all the things that I didn't like about myself because she wanted to say, I care about you. That's why I'm honest with you. That's why I'm telling you all of these things. And no one else is gonna be this honest. No one else is gonna really tell you how they really feel. No one else is gonna really like you because you're annoying. You Want to be an actress? You think you're some big time actress down in Austin? You've done nothing. No one has ever even heard of that show. But she would make me feel like she was the only one who would like me. Or I just show you that I care about you because I'm honest. No one else would actually say this to your face, but I am your best friend and I love you. So I'm telling you. And because I was so insecure, believing the bad things was so easy. And I just ate it up. I really, like, I'd be like, you are my best friend. You are the only person who would say that and be honest with me and just say this stuff. So I valued her because she was being honest. Oh, poor Alisha, if only I knew. So yeah, whenever she would bring me back down and kind of just be like, is what I felt like. I believed her because I thought that she loved me and this is what I deserved. You allow yourself to be treated the way you think you deserve to be treated. And I let her treat me like shit and tear me apart in front of other people. Like, this wasn't just private conversations that we would have. We would be out having a good time and she would have just the right amount of alcohol in her system and she would just start berating me in front of people, friends, strangers. She would air my dirty laundry that, like, your best friend would never air. That does not need to be said in front of anybody. What are you doing? I'm going to curl up into a ball and die. It was like humiliation. And it was her way. We're all getting along, we're having a good time. It was like this trigger that would go off and she would feel the need to make me feel small in front of everyone. And I know that they were judging me or maybe pitying me, which was even worse. And it sucked. But I would always make excuses for her. Oh, she's just sarcastic. Oh, she just had too much to drink. Oh, she's just honest. She's just blunt. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. No, I like honesty. It's fine. It bothered me. I just didn't really realize it because I genuinely thought this is my best friend and she cares about me and she's trying to help me out in front of all these people. Alisha. So here's what changed. I moved to a different city and I was no longer working with her at the same place. So I was no longer seeing her every day. I mean, I genuinely felt like I had to walk on eggshells around her. Even though that was my quote best friend, I felt like I had to like hide stuff from her because I knew that she was going to use it against me in the future. And that's not how you should feel about your best friends. That's not how you should feel about any friends. That's how you should feel about like Draco motherfucking Malfoy, because you know this evil platinum blonde little asshole is going to make fun of you every single chance that he gets because he's a turd. Alisha, calm down. It's in the past. It's in the past. I moved downtown to Austin. Got new girlfriends. And they genuinely liked me. The way that I said that with like surprise. It really was a surprise. And I could say things that like I wouldn't want people to know. We would go out later and they wouldn't blurt it out to the whole party. And it was like, oh my god, this is what trust feels like. Wait, what? I used to feel like I didn't deserve that. I used to feel like I didn't deserve people to trust me because I felt like I was a bad person, that I had this eating disorder and I hated myself and like I'm unlovable. Like I used to really just put myself down. But because I was in this great relationship with Adrian, by the way, y'all, he taught me that it's okay to trust others and let people trust me and let people love me and how to love someone unconditionally. So as our relationship progressed, my relationship with Karen really kind of started to degrade because it was like, this person's giving me life and you're literally trying to kill it. So then I became friends with these girls and they were life-giving and they liked me and they were like, yeah, you were loud but you were drunk, who gives a shit? And I was like, you're not gonna remind me that you think I'm an attention whore and that I have to have everyone's approval? Like, they never thought that about me. They thought good things about me. Like, even now, it's been years, but even now, they liked me for who I am. And it was like the best thing, just the best. I'm not saying that you need to move to a new city to get rid of this toxic person, but that's what I needed to like get a fresh start, to be surrounded by good, positive, non-toxic people. So sometimes she would come down from Dallas and she would be herself. She would be good old Karen in front of my friends in Austin, and eventually they would be like, why do you hang out with her? You guys are so opposite. I'm the type of person, if you're my girlfriend, even if you're not my girlfriend too, and you post a picture of yourself in a bikini, I'm gonna be like, damn, bitch, you better work. Yes, bitch, let the waves touch that booty and caress it, girl. Like, for real. And I remember I posted a picture of myself in a bikini, which I had really never ever done. And let me tell you, Karen did not have anything nice to say about that. She was like, you always need attention. You just started a blog because you need attention. Like, then of course, looking back, there were some times, like I got a rude comment once and she went off on this person and I was like, that's my bitch. You see that? That's my boo. So once again, it was just like this As I got stronger relationships with these girls in Austin who really liked me for who I am, I realized that Karen needed to go. And I tried to do distance. That didn't work. I realized that she needed to be the one who ended the relationship because there was no way she was going to let me go on my own terms. This wasn't planned, but what had happened was she came down and she brought 3 girls with her. One of them was my other friend. The other 2 I hadn't met before, but it's fine. Like, I don't care. Let's all go hang out. We did go downtown. And then, of course, Karen wanted to go to bars, even though the rest of us really wanted to go home. She wanted to keep drinking. And I knew that was a bad idea because when Karen gets drunk, Karen gets rude as fuck. But hey, I'm not gonna say anything because I'm quiet Alisha who lets Karen do whatever she wants. And sure enough, she gets drunk and she starts, oh my god, it was awful. She started berating into this girl that I just met and airing, and we're all sitting here listening, her dirty laundry that I promise you would not want anyone to know. Things that she had done that like really, like, you could tell she was embarrassed. And here's Karen just ripping her a new one. And I was like, Karen, stop. Y'all, when I tell you I had never done that shit before. And her face was like, because I'd never done that before. And everyone at the table kind of just looked at me and I was like, you're clearly making her uncomfortable. Save this conversation for later. And she was like, I haven't seen her in 3 months and I'm gonna catch up with her if I want to. And I was like, well, catch up with her with this conversation in private. But right now, you're embarrassing her and you're making all of us feel uncomfortable. We're out here to have a good time and what you're doing is not okay. And she was like, it's none of your business. I'm like, it is my business because I'm sitting here and it's my house. I'm like, you're not gonna talk to this girl the way that you're talking to her when you're spending the night at my house. Your girl was using her house as like a monument, bitch. I was like, it's my we weren't even at my house, we were at a bar, but I was like, if you're staying with me, then you're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna allow it. Woo, let me tell you something. Sister friend, she did not like that. She left to go get like 2 more drinks and pee, and the rest of the girls were like, I have always wanted to stand up to her, but I've never had the balls to do that. Like, she literally said thank you, and this girl said thank you, and eventually this girl stopped being friends with Karen as well. Eventually Karen got fired from her job because she was that toxic. She had caused a chef to quit. She caused customers to stop coming in, and other girls who worked there would quit because they could not stand working with Karen. That's how bad she was. So finally, I stood up to Karen, and I meant it. I had tried to stand up to her before and tell her, this is how you make me feel, but it really was half-assed attempts, and she just brought me back down. But this time was so different. I really had been around amazing women who lifted me up that I finally had the backbone because I knew I could do this. I think that night she realized that she had lost all control. So the next day, she sent me a really long text, and it was rude as hell. She tried to bring up things about me and like the past. This is why I'm not friends with you, and because of last night also, this is why I'm going to block you on every social media outlet. And I was like, cool, I'm gonna block your ass too. I know that's super petty, but when you have a toxic person like that, you really do just gotta cut them out. So blocking her on all social media may sound petty and dramatic and awful, but it needed to happen because I didn't need her to pop back up and say, do you remember this? I missed this. Or I passed this the other day and I thought of you. She needed to be gone so that I could really heal from that. I'm not saying that I didn't cry. I bawled so hard. I cried so hard. I was so sad, but I knew that it was the best thing. So that's my story with my toxic person. If you guys are watching this and you're realizing, oh my god, I have a Karen in my life, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to let that person go. I truly blossomed whenever Karen and I stopped being friends completely. It was just like this whole weight was just gone off of my shoulders. So I encourage you to really surround yourself with the right people. I wish that I could tell you that I think you could probably save them, but I don't think that you can. I think toxic people will only change when they've decided that they need to change. Does that mean I'm giving up on them? Hell no. I never give up on people. I think that they can change. What I do know is that you are not the person who is going to make that happen. And I hate saying that to you because you might have a Karen that you love and you might not want to hear that, but I don't think you are the one who can save them. I think they have to figure out how to work through their problems and love themselves. What worked for me is surround yourself with people, with friends, with girlfriends who love you and respect you and build you up. We're all human. We're all gonna do really crappy things. But the person that we're open up to about it needs to be like, you're just human. You're fine. Pick yourself up. You are amazing. You are strong. People love you for a reason. You're here for a reason. Because you are really going to start blooming whenever you have people who have your back. Another thing that helped me, of course, was distance. Maybe you can't move to a new city, but maybe you can all of a sudden be really busy at work. Maybe you don't post what you're actually doing to social media so that no one can see it. Also, another thing that really helped me is believing that I deserved better. Not just like hearing it and being like, yeah, chin, chin, chin. No, I deserve better. Me, with all my flaws, all my insecurities, all the times that I'm loud and obnoxious and annoying, and all the auditions that I've gone to and I haven't booked, and the weight that I've gained. Me, I deserve better. Believing that will change your life. And eventually you're just going to be able to let this person go so easily because your answer is going to be no. I don't accept that. You're not going to bring me back down. You're not going to tell me that I'm an attention whore, because I'm not. Maybe I used to be, but I'm not. And that's not what's happening right here. I wouldn't have ever thought that I would be able to stand up to Karen if it wasn't for my support system. So if you don't have girlfriends in your life who you feel like are a support system, go find them. There are influencers out here who are actually legit, and they speak life in their stories and in their posts and say, you are so beautiful and you deserve the most happiness. You deserve this. Don't stop fighting for yourself. She thought I was annoying. People think I'm funny and they can't wait to watch my stories on Instagram. And that to me still is kind of hard to wrap my mind around, but people like me. But the qualities that she just decided to tear me down with, they like. You will find people that love everything about you, that think you're so funny. You're gonna find someone who's like, it's okay, come on, that lifts you up and brings you out of the darkness and into the light. And it's okay if you mess up, girl, we're all human. Thank you guys for sitting through this. I know this video is probably gonna be super effing long. I hope that this video is well received because I've never done anything like this. Anyways, you're the best for sitting through this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Hello? Are you here? Karen? Bye! Boy, I swear to God, I'm about to turn this toxic video into something about you.
Why do you get so many tomatoes?
Please come show your face so people know that wasn't me. It was him.
It was Finn.
It was Finn. Babe, you're wasting my battery. Do you mind?
Can you play the game?
Yes.
Come on, Finn.
Bye. So she was fighting a little extra hard and her claws were like, and I was like, bye, bitch. Sorry. She's not a bitch. But I was like, bye, Felicia.